Hi Pisces, welcome to your August 2017 Astro Update. It's Raina here. So what is on tap for you in August? Well, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on your sixth house, which is the house of health, the house of your daily schedule, and your work sector. Now, you notice I didn't say your career, I said your work, because it's more of the day-to-day aspects that involve work, the physical location of your work, sometimes it can be the nature of your work, but it can be the volume of your work, the co-workers, how are you getting along with them? And so this is a very practical house. You're coming off of some planets being in the fifth house. And actually, for the first few weeks in the month, when the sun is still in Cancer, that's your fellow water sign. So you have the sun in your fifth house of love and children and creativity. The sun is a very creative force. So you may actually be experiencing some kind of love vibes or creative vibes happening. And you are feeling really good for the first few weeks of the month. And then you start to get more serious. By the way, the fifth house is also just the fun that you have, the kind of things you do for fun. And Venus likewise will be in that sector most of the month. So really the fifth house is also highlighted for you. There could be some of you that are in the throes of some kind of romantic situation. And that can be very good. And you've had Mars traveling through this sector recently. But all month long, in August, Mars is in your sixth house. So it's almost like, okay, I had my fun. Now I am totally about getting in shape. And so you're doing a lot of workout, like a workout routine that benefits you physically, but is something that may be very vigorous, because the sixth house can be diet, but it can also be other health routines. And with Mars there, I could see you being very active in some way to improve your health. And it can also mean that you're busy working, that you're working very hard. Mars shows our ambition. It shows where our energy is going to. And here's another reason why the sixth house is so prominent, figuring in August, because Mercury goes retrograde on the 12th of August in your seventh house of committed partnership. And then it goes back into that sixth house of health and work, and it's very practical in that sixth house. So it's going from a romantic sector to a work sector. So what could that mean? Well, it's possible that some people are having some kind of review when it comes to their job. Let's say you're working a job, and with Mars there, you're working overtime. And it's really putting a strain on your relationship. And so you have to kind of think what it is that I want to do. There could be some kind of an affair that you're having in the workplace. Mars is the sex drive. In the sixth house, you could be getting busy with somebody in the workplace, and your marriage is like falling apart because of it. So that is pretty interesting. And then Venus, that's what I'm saying, like then Venus goes into your sixth house on August 26th. So it could be like, are you going to save your marriage, or are you going to be with this person, but you're falling in love with this person at work? So there was a new moon in this sixth house on the 23rd of July. There's going to be a solar eclipse, another new moon, but this time on steroids, on the 21st of August. And this one is at a later degree of Leo, 28 to be exact. New beginning in this area. If you want to save your marriage, you may decide that you're going to change your departments in terms of where you work so that you can be away from this person you're having an affair. This new moon may just make that happen without you even trying, because this is going to be a change, a new beginning, but it's just an eclipse, so it just kind of comes into your, into your life, and it's not necessarily anything that you can control all that much. By the way, Mercury goes direct on September 5th, and it's not until probably the third week of the month that Mercury regains the degree it had before it retrograded in Virgo. So some kind of a thing gets resolved about a month after that solar eclipse. And, how this goes for you, it may differ, because it may even be about whether or not to stay with a certain job, or whether or not to go into a different department, which some people may decide to do for various reasons, either because they're placing too much demands on you and they're expecting too much, and you know that you'll have a lighter workload in the other area, or because of somebody that is a temptation. And by the way, this North Node, transiting North Node, is in Leo in that 6th house for 18 months. So that adds more fate to the equation, but in a good way, not in a kind of a dark sort of, like an ominous omen. No, it's actually that something to do with your work. You may find your dharma, where, in other words, you find what you came here to do. And that makes you feel like a lot more, because Pisces tends to be confused sometimes in life. They have so many sense impressions that are coming in, but they're not necessarily coming in an organized way. You may have past life memories unfiltered, in your consciousness, and not be able to sort them out very easily. And this may present itself in a very concise way, and you're able to, just align yourself with your purpose. And that is a beautiful thing when that happens. And it doesn't necessarily always happen every day. So take advantage of this and really kind of reflect upon what it is that you want to do and how you want to serve, because that's the 6th house as well, as being of service. And for sure, Pisces people are natural healers. And the 6th house of health, this could be you stepping into your natural role as a healer in whatever form that takes for you. One thing I should have mentioned earlier, I always seem to do these a little bit haphazard here. There is going to be a full moon in your 12th house happening on the 7th of the month. And this is in Aquarius. And the important thing about the 12th house is it's your natural house. You rule it. Your ruler Pisces, Your ruler Neptune is the ruler of this house, and it deals with the usual buzzwords of Pisces. So it deals with, past lives. It deals with repressed memories. It deals with suffering. It deals with dreams. It deals with people in prisons and hospitals who are, in confined in some space. And so what could this mean? Well, a full moon can be a very prophetic time. You may have a prophetic dream that kind of enlightens you, or kind of illuminates some area of your life that you may have kind of really kept under wraps. And there could be a secret that comes out. And again, as I said, talking about this intrigue that may be going on at work, that might be the time frame of when your secret gets revealed. But I think that, full moon in the 12th house for a Pisces person is very refreshing to you because you're not afraid of 12th house matters. And perhaps if you are seeing somebody, you will discover that that person, you'll realize their true relationship to you. Maybe that's the time when you say, oh my gosh, this is my soulmate after all. And I always sensed it, but now I really feel it. Something along those lines. So just a very interesting time for you overall, Pisces. I think it's going to be a lot of emphasis on the practical, on the tangible. The 6th house is an earth house being ruled by Virgo. So you can get your life in order during this time as well. Your physical space and your life in general. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like a personal reading, I am offering my natal chart interpretations. These are an hour-long readings. Sometimes they go over an hour for, it's a special price right now, and I have other readings. You can go to rainamoonastrology.com. The link is below. Otherwise, good luck to you in August. Take care. Bye.